there was a poll being done in which they talked about priorities for each team going into the into the offseason. This is from Bleacher Report, as far as where each team needs to prioritize their re-signing prior to the season. With Kyler Gordon already being re-signed well enough, that does put a lot of eyes on his draft mate in Jaquan Brisker. Them saying this: it's understandable that the Bears have taken a slow approach to giving Jaquan Brisker an early extension. He missed 12 games last season with a concussion and has had 3 over the last 3 seasons. However, any kind of return to what he's doing before the injury last season should see him return in Chicago. He's a physical enforcer in the back 7. He has the kind of play style Dennis Allen should love as the new defensive coordinator. Fellow safety Kevin Byard is also set to be a 2026 free agent, so the Bears would have to replace both starters if they don't bring at least one of them back. Brisker's age and production make him the better option. Now, I've talked about the Kevin Byard thing. I hope that Kevin Byard is back as well. I think that regardless, even if Kevin Byard transitions and ends up having to come off the bench for the Chicago Bears, I think that he's shown well enough in the scheme fit in those type of things. Well, the former scheme, so we got to see how it's going to work in this one, but I think it's there. But we can't overlook the fact that Trey Flowers is here, and Trey Flowers, is reportedly playing pretty good in the preseason so far. He had 4 solo tackles, 2 passes deflected, as well out of being, and we'll see what happens there. He's 30 years old, but I do think that he has an aspect and a potential as well to step into one of those roles if the Chicago Bears need that done. Tasheem Johnson's another one that we haven't really gotten to see yet, but we know that Tasheem Johnson is another guy that really fits in the Chicago Bears scheme. And that's a thing to see. He had, 1 forced fumble and 2 solo tackles as well. He's 22 years old, but 5'10". But Jaquan Brisker is a player that, he were 2 seasons removed from him leading the Bears in sacks, or 3 seasons now removed from him leading the Bears in sacks. 6'1", 204 pounds. We already know what he can be, right? The biggest question with Jaquan Brisker is the injury things. He was on pace to have his 3rd straight year of over 100 tackles last year before he went down. Now the question is how much closer can he get to that, and how much do the Bears need to see before they feel comfortable re-signing Jaquan Brisker? Does it go into next offseason where they do have the ability to franchise tag him if they decide to do so? They could transition tag him as well. But for Jaquan, it's just about staying healthy. After playing 15 games each in his first 2 years, and then 5 games last season, there is a lot where Jaquan Brisker can grow at, right? But when you look at what he does bring physically, all those type of things, that is legitimate there. And I do think Dennis Allen's scheme can can highlight the skill set of Jaquan Brisker. He just has to bring it and just has to show that he can stay injury-free. And I think that the Bears, knowing how Ryan Poles likes to take care of the guys that he's drafted, I have no doubt that Poles wants to extend Jaquan Brisker.